did something very.
It's not noon yet.
No.
6.
That's, mine says 6, is that slow? Is that one slow?
Yeah, that's slow now. Don't really mess with it. I don't know what
Oh,
y'all
we
do.
have a message.
This is a regular meeting of the Eastland City Commission. It is November 18th. I've asked Richard to do the prayer and Savannah to do the pledge. Richard?
Our most gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you tonight for this time that we have meet here and for your blessings. And we thank you for all the rain we have received and the filling of our lake and for all of us to have water again, Lord. And we just thank you for that so much. God, you be with us tonight and guide us in our decisions for this community and for each and every. Be ready for a good Christmas spirit, Lord. We ask it in the name of your Son, Jesus, our Savior and Lord. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Thank you very much. If you haven't silenced your phones already, I ask you to do that at this time. Nothing on public comment. Need to approve the minutes of the October 21st meeting. You got that in front of you, and entertain a motion when you're ready.
I move we approve the minutes of the October 21st meeting.
A motion from Richard,
I second the motion.
second from Carol. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed, same sign.
Yeah, abstain.
Got two abstained. So I will vote to approve that as well.
Thank you.
All right, the financial report, you see the sales tax.
Started the year off good, 2 good times.
I like the trend. That's quite incredible.
Yeah, it is. Wow. Very nice.
The highest, I call it August and September we've had, and both of those upward trend. That's outstanding. Any questions on the financial report we don't have? You emailed me a copy of that, I believe, didn't
Of
you?
August, yes, I emailed everybody a copy of August.
Yeah, well, would you resend that to me? Because I went to look for it 2 days ago and I can't find it. I deleted it and I can't find it tracked. I don't know where it is.
Okay.
You'll resend it. I'll call you tomorrow if I don't get it. I only looked at something I want to look at on there, and I ate it. I don't know what I did. But we got a presentation about Waste Connections regarding the 2025 rate increase.
Sir, you go on and sit up here.
Right there where we can see.
Not a problem, sir.
We've got a.
That's fine, I understand it. I think it's extendable too, so. All right, so I'm Sean with Waste Connections. I've been in partnership with you guys for a very long time. It's been a great partnership. There's been no issues with anything. Last year, me, Mr. Osnick, and Mr. Vernon sat down, worked out some kinks in the contract that we had, and renewed the contract last year. Y'all did not experience a price increase for 2024 at all. We held everything the same. And then this year, once we signed the contract in 2023, I think it was October, November, once we signed it, we got an increase landfill in Turkey Creek. So with that being said, there was around a 21% increase in transportation cost. We're asking for 8.6 because we're not trying to extend it to everybody else. There's no CPI involved in the actual CPI calculations in the contract. This is only for disposal alone, and it's just the fact that we have to put it somewhere. And with those that having a substantial increase, we're spreading that increase around to everybody. You're not the only city to get it. Stephenville's got it. Dublin's getting it. Quite a few other cities in the surrounding area have received it.
Yeah.
So
Pretty normal.
increase itself for residents would be $1.15 for the one polycart.
That's what they bill us.
Right. Yeah, what we bill you guys, sorry. And then an extra cart would go up 62 cents. Commercial cart would go up $1.74. 2 commercial carts would go up $3.41. And 3 commercial carts would go up $625. Do you need a copy of this?
She does.
I have it on the email, but we can.
Okay.
When will that go into effect?
It would be December 1st.
So,
Yes, ma'am. That's the that's our actual contract anniversary date. So
Is there any way that could be moved to January 1?
sure can, if that's what if y'all want it moved, good. Only because it's got 2 weeks, right? And typically it's a pass through, and I know that it's a pass through to the consumer. But if y'all need it moved to January 1st, I have no issues doing that.
Leslie and I discussed.
So you're already in the middle of it.
So
So
we're already
yeah,
in the middle.
completely understand that.
Okay,
So can we? I can do that. That's not a problem.
Okay,
okay.
Let's start in June.
thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Thank you all.
Any other questions for him? Everybody understand the price of everything's going up?
Oh, yeah.
does the contract have to be, signed? I mean, do we have a new contract?
I don't think it's on there.
No, it's just a rate increase to the contract.
It's just what's coming with the contract. We'll get it. This is just a presentation.
It was basically, this is just me wanting to inform you guys in person that this is not just a letter. And we try to come to every council meeting. We come here all the time to.
Appreciate your service and what y'all doing, trying to take care of it.
Thank you.
The Board of City Commissioners may discuss and take action on the following agenda items. Item number 1, discussion and consideration to approve the organization of an Eastland Youth Sports Advisory Board and bylaws to assist the Eastland Sports Organization. We talked about this at the last meeting, and I think Savannah, you're the one that found the old contract, I guess. Somebody did, found the old
Roma.
contract.
Mhm.
Roma did, and we got that out, revised it a little bit, updated some things to get it done. Kevin Burrow has also seen it and trying to get this in place. I think it'll be very good. We had this in the past, some way to hold the city's feet to the fire and get us to do our job. Where I think we probably failed a little bit in doing that in the past.
Very good.
So there is what it's gonna look like. And President, if you approve to do that, but give a chance, once they get into this, they may see things we need to update and change in this. This will get us off the ground and get us moving in the right direction and kind of get people's eyes on the ball and start spending some money in the right places to take care of business. Anybody have any questions? I did have a question. The very first thing, number 1, the board will consist of 7 members, 2 at large, 2 baseball, 2 softball, 1 t-ball, appointed to 2-year term staggered by the city commission. I just think we ought to take out the 2 years term staggered, because that's, after tonight, that's automatic with the replacement of people down on the bottom, because we're about to do this and 3 people are gonna have 1-year terms, so.
Yeah.
That kind of
Right.
I'd suggest whoever makes a motion, if you approve to do this, is have that taken out of there, if all of you agree. And I've read this, we've all read this, I don't know how many times. I read it today or yesterday and said, oh, well, okay. Anyway, that's the only thing. Other than that, it looks pretty good, and at least get us meeting started where we can get that back in place. Entertain a motion if you're ready.
Law with the amended statement of the 2-year staggered terms, that be removed.
Okay.
I'll second that.
A motion from James, a second from Shirley to approve the Youth Sports Advisory Committee bylaws moving forward and making an update with striking the 2-year terms on item number 1. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And opposed, same sign. You can have my copy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Number 2, discuss consideration of appointing 7 members of the Eastland Youth Sports Advisory Board. And you have a copy of that, and those 7 members: large, Marcus Marti at large, Chris Howard, Little League, Stephen Guston softball, Bucky Williams Little League, Scotty Kennedy softball, Juan Ojeda t-ball. And I tried to do that as my input into that. I talked to all 7 of these people. They're very enthusiastic and ready to do this and serve. And we had a list of names, and these are the ones that I contacted, and all of them are ready. I already had one of them call me saying, we've done it, when are we doing it? Ready to do something. We're appointing, I would recommend Kevin be appointed as president, give him something to do. He's been kind of bored lately.
Yeah, right.
We appreciate, Kevin, what you've tried to do for all this sports organization with this board and getting the fields back in shape, and your organization, the other organizations you helped start. I appreciate you doing that. And I think if you will serve and you've agreed to do that, but get this off the ground and being the smart president that you are, you'll probably be a 1-year term. Yeah. Anyway, there's the 7 names. Do I have any questions or any other thoughts about that? Entertain motion.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Are we putting the places on the names, or are they gonna do it?
Mr. Burrows they will take care of that. I don't know who's available. And part of that will, I would think, will dictate. I didn't know for sure. I was told these people, like who I put in for T-ball, Juan Ojeda, he may be only good for 1 year and he moves up. So that's something he needs to be and do that. We're not putting, but I think that's just, and he may want to be a 2-year term. He's pretty eager.
I move that we pass and appoint 7 members of the Youth Sports Advisory Board.
I'll second.
A motion from Richard and a second from Johnny to appoint these 7 members of the Youth Advisory Board. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you getting this off the ground and helping us get this back where it needs to be. Appreciate it. Discussion number 3, discussion and consideration to approve the 2024 contract for the Eastland County for the cooperative ambulance service. Why did it say copy? Where's the original?
Ms.
I have
Jennifer
the
has
original,
it.
sir.
Oh, you have the original. Okay. All right. Well, I'm assuming your real one looks just like this copy.
But it's,
Yes.
no change.
There's been quite a bit of discussion, but I don't think this actually changed from last year. I believe it's the same contract.
It's been the same for many years, yes, sir. Judge Holm compared them all, and they are.
Portion changed to the last year.
There were 3 meetings of this,
At least.
at least,
Yeah.
not to mention numerous phone calls.
Yes.
But everybody knows our position and where we are, so this is the same contract. The money is going to be 87,000, is that what it is?
8775.
Same as last
Like
year.
same as last year, I believe.
Yes, yes, last year is when it increased.
Same as last year. Okay,
I'll make a motion to approve the 2024 contract with Eastland County for the cooperative ambulance services.
Second.
motion from Shirley and a second from Richard to approve the contract for the Eastland County for cooperative ambulance service. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
May I approach for your signature, please?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can go home.
So I can go home. Joe Rock should sign that in the morning.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. and for your help getting it
Absolutely.
done. Thank you.
He's trying to take his wife's place.
Oh, you did, okay. All right. Number 4, discuss, consider results of the charter amendment election held on November 5th, 2024, declaring that the amendments that were approved by the voter are adopted, providing for matters incidental thereto, and providing an effective date. You've got a copy of that. It's very interesting. The very item that we went after started all of this did not pass. And Savannah and I talked about that again today. Pardon me. I can understand that if you're paying attention to our government from Washington, D.C. to Eastland, Texas. I'm not sure who trusts who anymore. And when you see that you want to just appoint and take the board out of the hand of the people, they don't, I mean, it was about the money and trying to save money and move forward to a normal election, but the voters spoke and they took care of that, and that's fine. But we got everything else did pass except for that one thing. So if anybody has any questions or thoughts? To approve ordinance 24-10 for the canvass the results of the election. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Will we be having the charter reprinted and
Yes,
added
yes,
on to that? I mean, it's part of the,
yes, Eileen, once this, is approved, then Eileen will send that off to the state and have all that redone. Yes, ma'am.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 5, discussion, consideration, or approve first reading of 24-908, authorize the issuance of the City of Eastland, Texas, combination tax and surplus revenue certificate of obligation, Series 2024A, in the principal amount of $1.25 million, and awarding the sale of such certificate of obligation to the Texas Water Development Board. So, man, why are you doing this?
So this is for the 2018 Texas Water Development Board. This is the main pump line that's coming to town. When it was sought after, it was funded, and then COVID hit, all the 9 yards, and so it's gone up. And this completes that funding for it to be a funded project.
If we don't do this, then the money we've already got into it is lost, and we're in the middle of a project that's gonna be totally over. Somebody started it, but, it moved at snail's pace after that, getting the government and stuff to.
Yeah.
So this has been on the table since 2018.
You're right, this thing's been for the state problem.
Yeah, this
What
this
specific work is this? Is it something that's already started, or is it something that you're waiting for the complete funding to start?
Yes. Texas Water Development Board will, after this, once this is approved, the certificates can be delivered and signed, and Texas Water Development Board can sign the contract to start.
What goes up again?
Our water lines?
It's a water line, the main pump line coming from the pump station.
the one that we've been trying to get to replace that stuff over there.
Since you were here.
I mean, I remember talks about all of this, but it's just kind of,
Well, this is
going
also,
on for a long time.
well, this is also the water line that we're trying to work in conjunction with Lago Vista. When we come down Lago Vista to put the line in before we do the street.
No.
And that's becoming a very tight window,
Yes.
we understand right now. And that's the intent. We're trying, I really hope we can get that done. But that's what this is, we've gotta do the water line. We've gotta improve that water line. It's a great idea, and at the time, we had it all taken care of.
So
Yes,
is this additional funding under what we've already?
yes.
I don't remember the original funding or the grant, so it's nearly double in 6 years.
Yeah.
Very
All because of
frustrating, but anyway,
Texas
it's
Water
kind of one of those things, you're in the middle of it, you move forward, go back, and going back, you wasted $1.5 million plus. It'll be great once it's done, but again,
Yeah.
here we go. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
Entertain a motion.
I move that we approve ordinance 24-908.
I'll second.
A motion from Richard, a second from James, approves ordinance 908, authorize the issuance of City of Eastland tax and surplus revenue bonds. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number
6.
6.
Yeah, this is.
Larry, you read the header for the second one instead of the first one. I know what you're talking about, but just, you said it was the tax and surplus, but it wasn't. It's the,
Oh, I did still have that laying there, and I didn't,
No, we're,
no, just approved number 5.
we're on this one. This is the taxable series.
Well,
I'm
this
just
is,
saying you read it. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
okay, we just approved ordinance 24-908, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Tax, it's the same thing, but it's still, yeah, okay. The first one was 2024A, and this one now, item number 6 is 2024B. And this is discussion consideration to approve the first reading of ordinance 24-909, authorizing the issuance of the City of Eastland, Texas, combination tax and surplus revenue certificate of obligation, taxable series 2024-B, in a principal amount of $315,000, and awarding the sale of such certificate of obligation to Texas Water Development Board. This is another stick in the eye.
Yeah.
So this one, the $315,000 is a portion of the funding that has to be at a taxable because we sell to Olden and Carbon.
Yeah.
So $315,000 of the note has to be a taxable series.
315,000 of that 1,250
of that.
Of the total overall.
Okay, so that and that go together.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the total of that's 1.565, right?
Yes.
That is stricken in place.
Okay. And that'll be taxable.
Correct.
Don't you love it? All right, you got that one in front of you. Entertain a motion when you're ready.
I move we pass ordinance 24-909.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by, is that Carol?
Yes.
Got a motion by Richard to approve ordinance 20. I'll entertain a motion, or all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Item number 7. Discuss consideration to approve the expenditure of the remaining ARPA funds on office equipment and street department equipment.
So the office equipment, there's a quote from KCS, our current IT provider, and this quote replaces all computers in City Hall and one of the computers, so the SCADA computers and the water computer. Am I correct, Leslie?
Yeah.
Okay. This has been in the works for several months now. I want to say at least a year now. Some of the computers, Leslie did a list, and some of the computers go back to 2011. So they're aging and they're dated, and we're also going to shift over to a cloud for storage instead of an actual server.
Okay. Who all is getting these computers? What, is this all here at City Hall?
Everybody at City Hall, the SCADA and sewer plant, wastewater plant,
Yeah, this one.
in the SCADA system.
Okay.
In the tank.
All right.
A large portion is obviously the labor and the cloud migration.
And we have this tonight, so everybody knows we have to commit the rest of this ARPA funds by the end of the year.
Yes,
So
it has
this
to be under contract.
Yeah, this is what we're getting this done, so with that
This
be,
has got the tank.
they've got till next year to sell it.
That's the second part,
That's
yes.
the next, but we've got next year, we can do it all next year, but this contract has to be done
Okay.
this year.
Yeah.
It has to be
All right.
allocated. It has to be allocated.
Can you remind me what the ARPA stands for?
American Rescue Plan.
American
Rescue Plan.
Rescue.
From COVID.
Not
Government
COVID.
Throwing money away.
Yeah.
And it's great for us.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that one. Now, second one,
Is the emulsion tank. Bobby, will you tell them about the emulsion tank?
It's not any good anymore, so this is a smaller tank.
it never did work right, did it?
No. We
I
got
tried
it
to
free
make
from,
it work.
we got
Yeah.
it free from TechStop
Free.
10 years ago, and there's no telling how old it is.
Well, tell us, update new commissioners on what to do for us, because not everybody knows what this is about. You've got 3 new commissioners that weren't here when this started, so.
That's right.
Well, our old tank, is to put emulsion in and to keep it heated and keep it circulated. Our old tank, we didn't have a very good way of heating it or circulating it. This will allow us to keep the emulsion heated, circulated until it's all used up, because since we bought that deer patcher, 2 years ago, we were only able to use it one
I
season.
bet it's been longer than that.
3 years, I
I
think.
was a young man when we bought it.
We'll be able to use
Don't
this
lie.
deer patcher, because I thought whenever we bought this deer patcher, we could just run groundwood and get 200 gallons. Well, come to find out they don't do that anymore.
You have to get, what, 400 gallons or something, it's,
Well, we normally get, when our other tank, it's 15,000 gallons, we would get like 5,000 gallons at a time.
Yeah.
This is only a 3,000 gallon, they'll buy anything bigger.
I've seen a couple of potholes, you sure that's enough?
Oh, it'll stay big.
Don't wanna go there.
This is about, we have made it clear, we've got to do something with streets. And that's what this is
That's
going
right.
to do. And again, this is
True.
ARPA funds taking care of this. It's not
I get
something
yelled at
coming out of
about
our
all the
pocket.
time.
But this is an absolute must, and all of us, I mean, this is why we've got a lot of things to worry about in this city. We've got to focus on some streets and get some things done. You've been able to patch, but you need help, and this is gonna help you get that done.
Yeah, plus we can still use it for our big truck too. You know, when we do
Do
bigger
chips in.
sections.
That's great.
That worked good. Yeah, Bob.
Yeah, thank you, Bob.
The man with the answers.
Entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the expenditure of the remaining ARPA funds on office equipment and street department equipment.
Second.
Motion from Shirley and second from Richard to approve the ARPA funds and allocate that money to the office equipment and street department. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank y'all very much. Bobby, thank you.
I see why they're so expensive.
All right, city manager briefing.
Okay, so the GLO project with the streets, Rama, I have some pictures for y'all that I went and took Friday afternoon, just so that y'all can visualize this and see it. This is Valley Street. If you just want to thumb through them, Rama.
We look at east or west?
Oh, don't ask me. Okay, so this is, they have, some of them are called for new driveways. Some of them have new curbs because the curbs that were there were in poor condition or no curb at all. So click on the next one. This is new curb.
That's it.
Okay. Go back. Just
Did you take
keep
a
going.
picture of that drain?
I'm going. Okay. Then one more. Okay, so this is the storm drain on the intersection of Daughtery and Valley. Go one more. This, as they were working the road, they uncovered the storm drain and it was in very poor condition. Brittle, breaking apart, not constructed properly. And so we are having to replace the storm drain. Go to the next one. You can see the mess. Go to the next one. Next one. That's it. Okay. And both of that storm drain will be completely replaced, and the inlets on the curbs will be replaced as well. So it will be a totally new storm drain with inlets.
Tell them about the brick.
Um,
On the west side of the storm drain, they took a picture of it, but
it's
on the
on
west
there.
side, it's bricked off. There
It's
used to be a pipe that's bricked off. So whatever years ago, when something was done, and it could have happened, who knows when, but they bricked it off.
Guy
again.
probably did.
So this is, Valley is 90% complete. The only thing we're waiting on is the rest of that to finish drying, which I think it should be this week. Bobby, am I correct?
Valley Street's open
Except for where the
that block where the culvert needs to be replaced.
yes, so that's what we're waiting on there. And I'm assuming this next week they're going to be working on that. Once they had to order everything for it,
Whenever they get that.
they were not expecting that. Neither were we.
And the expense of that's been covered already.
Yes, but it's costing $46,000 for that issue.
I had someone ask me the other day about Madeira Street. They said, I don't understand why the city won't do anything since this street is used so much to take kids to school and it needs work done. And I said, I don't know if we've got anything planned for Madeira.
We don't.
Do we?
Not on
This
this
is not
project.
about condition of street, this is about moving water.
Mm-hmm.
That's the entire project is to move water. These are flumes. They're low in the middle is to move water. And Valley has plenty of, that's what they're doing. And that's your answer to people. It's not about a condition, we can fix every street in town. It's about moving water.
It's a waterway.
It's all about the floodplain, floodways, getting water. I mean, floodways, you can't do them, but that's what it's all about, moving water. Trying to help improve our flooding condition.
So they started patterning one side of like two or three blocks. You can go to the next. This is just some of that they've already started grading. Next. See them forming the rebar. Next. And they're working hard. And they're actually going faster than any of us expected them to go, that I'm aware of.
Valley was supposed to be a month, and it took about a month, is that right? Did it take a month, basically?
They started October, whatever holiday that was.
Yeah.
See you, Kevin.
Columbus Day? Columbus Day.
This is 14th. They're fast.
I mean,
Had they not have ran into the issue with the storm drain, they would have already been done.
yeah, it would already be finished.
That's good.
Thank you, Rama. Bid advertisement for phase 2 of the creek resurfacing has been placed in the newspaper. It's ran twice. EHT is holding a pre-bid meeting here on November 21st for the interested bidders. So they're going to go on site and look at that, get their ideas, what they need. Once the bidding's closed, they'll submit those, and they're supposed to be opened on December 5th, and then they'll be at the commission meeting in December for award. Texas Water Development Board project, we're moving forward on that. The certificates were approved tonight, so we will get that turned in, and they will start the funding of that to be issued for Texas Water Development Board to sign the contract. That's all I have.
Okay, any questions for Savannah?
Actually, let's add one thing. The fire department, the emergency lights, we talked to Tech Stop about, they've pushed that out to hopefully have that installed before Christmas.
I was told it'd be done last week.
Yes. And they've pushed it
Same
again.
issue you had for the last year or
Since
whatever.
January 2020.
I will call the guy again just to touch base with him, but yeah, they put it out. I don't know who it is above him that's pushing things out, but we obviously not going high enough yet. Anyway, thank you for that update.
Yes, you're welcome.
Who is next? Should be code compliance, all right.
Commissioners, for October, Terry started with 70 cases open. He opened 17 new cases, closed 32, which left us with 55. At the bottom, unlawful property nuisance, dangerous building, and then tall weeds and property nuisance there as well. Had one property reported back for back taxes. 3 annual notices were sent out. He assessed $874 worth of fines. We did have $643 worth of fines that were dismissed. This was for a property that Terry was working. Found out that the wife of the owner of the property had been in the hospital. That's why we weren't getting responses to some of our mailing. And they did take care of the issues that Terry had, so he went ahead and had those fines dismissed.
Okay. Anything else for Tony? Thank you, Tony.
Thanks, sir.
Chief Pitts?
Yes, sir. For the month of October, the Eastland Police Department responded to 394 calls for service. 12 people were arrested. We generated 43 case reports. We had 25 agency assists, 1,237 business checks were done, 17 traffic crashes. We answered 12 domestic disturbances, filed 13 cases with the district attorney's office, 2 with juvenile probation, and we did 20 open records requests. On the traffic side of things, we issued 305 citations, 375 warnings for 600, and we had 1 quarantine. We had 2 narcotics arrests, 8 arrest warrants were served, we had 2 vehicle pursuits. We worked Old Rip and Boo in the Garden.
Wow. 1,200 business checks. What's your average for last year?
We were averaging about 500 to 700, but I don't think they were documented properly, so I changed some of that policy. But we're leaving notes in the doors of the businesses, and we're getting lots of phone calls back from them.
Good.
City Hall's received several. We're grateful for it.
Good work. Any questions for Chief Pitts? Thank you, Chief. Chief Williamson.
Good evening. October, the fire department responded to 97 incidents. That averaged out as 3.13 calls a day. 77 of those incidents occurred within the city limits. 19 occurred outside the city limits with 1 mutual aid response. I'm feeling confident that every resident in this town has a smoke detectors. We're having a hard time giving them away through our program. So we answered 19 calls, but after 10 o'clock at night, 2 of those were pretty high profile with the hospital and the Conway Hotel. 4 grass fires, 1 vehicle fire, 47 calls to assist the EMS department with medical emergencies, in addition to 16 motor vehicle accidents, 10 public assists. We accumulated 10 false alarms with 7 investigations of some type, 0 rescues, and 3 potential hazardous material responses. We did not take on any membership for volunteer membership in October. we started the statistic over in October for the fiscal year, but right now it failed to make it on there. We have responded to 884 calls annually for 2025. That's the most I have been able to find. Last year I think was a record breaker with 870, and we're at 884 with a month and a half to go for the year. So our volume's growing up, and we are responding to some valid calls. The calls volume is up. We just responded not too long ago to an inbound aircraft emergency. Came in with smoke in the cockpit, and then during the rain, with the 6 inches of rain that we incurred, we were out and about and all of that, assisting in many ways, and it took fire department capabilities to.
Because of the rain?
I believe it was due to the straight line winds that came through with that front. And so once it toppled over the RV, the occupants were unable to escape on their own. So we used our equipment, our capability to extricate two out of the overturned RV and there was an injury, extremity injury, a fracture.
What kind of fire was at the hospital you mentioned?
I'm sorry?
Didn't you say there was a fire at the hospital?
Yeah, in October we responded to a working fire in one of the rooms there. Yeah, multi-alarm. Then very shortly after that, we responded to the convoy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do we have flooding issues in town from the rain? I know we had a lot of rain. I happened to be out of town when that happened.
We did. I think there wasn't such a magnitude to the community because it was overnight. By the time there was quite a bit of water in the normal floodplains that we see. Through history.
Dallas about that 12:30. There was a lot of water.
It was a lot of water that dropped all at once.
Yard in the front driveway almost to the street.
I know 2 residents had their water in their houses.
Yeah. And one other thing is it's going to be an asset to the fire department. We received a $10,000 Texas Forestry training aids grant. The grant is pretty restrictive on eligible items, but those items there are items in there that will be an asset to the fire department. So thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time. Any questions, Chief Williams? No. All right, thank you very much. You got the municipal court? Any questions on it?
She had $7,714 difference versus last year in the positive. So far, year to date, $22,288 collected that we keep.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. You have the Community Foundation report that you're supposed to give us quarterly, so if everybody will give money to.
I didn't look, I'm sorry, Larry. I always have to look and see when they're due.
Well, they're cutting it close. They'll probably get under the gate. Well, they're cutting it close. They've got a lot of expenses right now, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, anything else? Entertain a motion.
Move adjourned.
Motion from Richard to adjourn.
Second.
Second from James. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.